Okay, boys and girls, how are you? Back on the ARIENS again. This one particular unit, I picked it up in a distress sale. Like I told you before, we did the paint job on it. It looks pretty good. What we're doing now is gotta go open up and go inside and see what's going on. This non-OEM patch thingy here, I gotta find out what's going on with that. So without any further brouhaha, we're gonna get inside and see what's happening. Stand by. Toast. Okay, I'll get you guys in the shot. Alrighty, boys and girls, what we got here is what's called the proverbial dog's breakfast. Somebody was in here to do repair work on this blower and created a bit of a problem. Sorry about the loud noises in the background. The biggest problem was this shaft. This is a jack shaft that goes in on this sprocket right here. It's not supposed to spin. And what happens is it was spinning. And I got to make a determination here of what I'm going to do. This area here was burned down almost to the depth of the counterbore there for the grease, because grease goes in this hole, comes out this hole. This hole here locks the sprocket, this guy here, into place. So what happens basically is this rubber wheel runs on this big disc. This big disc runs off the engine. So this disc turns. This guy right here, let me use this as a pointer. This turns, sorry about the loud noises. Turns this. That runs that little chain sprocket. I don't know if you can see, it's way down in here. That chain runs this sprocket. This sprocket runs this gear. This gear is your propulsion forward and backward. So that's how they do multiple times. It's gear reduced to take the engine RPM down to a wheel speed on the axles here that makes it manageable. At some point, this cross pin here, this roll pin, I just got a new one. You can see the damage here from it spinning. This roll pin snapped off. The retainer that's supposed to stop it from spinning is back here. That's supposed to be across that hole. So it was spinning. Now, I got the diagram and went online, and through the magic of the interwebs, I was able to print this off. So this view is backwards to this view because they have it looking from the other way around. That's the retainer there. These are two pins in here. When I took this apart, you guys, one went flying. I don't know where it went, so I'm going to figure that one out. Be careful when you take these apart. This thrust washer was there, but this, which one is it? This bushing was out here, coming out the side. So that's all wrong. So I got to fix that up. So like I said, there's the path. The path is the wheel to this disc, from this disc into the hex shaft, from the hex shaft onto the minor sprocket, the primary, and then here's your speed reduction right here. That runs into that sprocket, and which turns on the we don't show the axle because it's not part of the friction drive. It turns the axle. So I gotta figure this out, what I'm gonna do, how to put this back together again. Not sure about this being on both sides. It has it on both sides, so I'll look at that and see what that looks like. Now, because of the damage that was done from that spinning, a considerable amount of time, and I'm telling you it was considerable because it ate that shaft, this hole is all wallowed out. So what I'm going to do is make this, took this heavy plate washer, I'm going to install it here, I'm going to reset the lash between this sprocket right here and this sprocket right there. So I'll set all that up, and then I'll weld this into place to account for the wear in this bore. So that's the plan, and I'm going to execute. I didn't show you guys ripping this apart because it was kind of janky. I should have showed you the shaft, how bad it was wore from spinning. This end right here. Now this isn't the ideal way to fix it, I know, but I have to determine whether or not this thing's going to function properly, whether all this work is going to be, you know, reasonable. So we'll start there. I'm going to put it all back together and test it, and then I think the only problem that I'm going to have is I got to change this wheel. This wheel's toast, but right now it'll still drive, so I can do my test with it. So that's the plan. Okay, boys and girls. We're making headway. I had to make up a spacer down inside there. You can see it because that part was missing. One of these bushings that belongs in here, this guy here, was being used over here, which leads me to believe that a repair shop did this because they had that bushing. So I took the bushing out of there, replaced it on the back side of this sprocket because the bushing was no good. Get in focus, you bastard. So we're there. I got my lash set up pretty good on here. Sorry, loud noises. I'm gonna pause. Okay. That's the setup. So we got the setup, we got the gear. Let's give it a try, and then we'll get. Hopefully, I'm hoping somebody out there, one of you guys working on an ARIENS, can help me with this, because I'm struggling a little bit to figure out exactly how this goes. I didn't take it apart. I mean, this has been all janked up. This is the differential unlock, the axle unlock, so somebody wire tied this up. I don't know. If you guys can help me out, someone send me a picture. The manual doesn't have it. The parts blow up doesn't have it. Yeah, I'm struggling. All right, I think we got her. Here's the backlash now. Touch more than I'd like, but hey, what the hell. Shaft's in solid. Doesn't flop around in the hole. Welded a half moon washer on this side. Took a fairly thick heavy washer on that side. Filled up the hole. So now this shaft's supposedly going to work like it should. So let me finish putting this back together and then show you guys. I got to put wheels on it so I can spin this chain because the chain's a bit stiff. Alright, here's where we're at. Quick rundown. I don't know. We'll recap, I guess. This is working good now. Everything seems to be decent, except this axle bearing is a little bit messed up. So I'm gonna look and see if I can get an axle bearing there, because that's affecting the lash between those two gears, which right now it's workable. There's nothing wrong with this. This will blow snow. This will work. I'm not sure about this. I'll figure this bugger out. I think I got that part right. Obviously, friction wheel's toast. So there you go. Where am I? I was thinking, I got to order a friction wheel. We ordered one, and believe it or not, guys, we lost it somewhere in the shop. I'm telling you, friends, boys and girls, this is a pain in the butt, but we got it. So right now it's back to functioning the way it should. The giant play in this shaft is gone. This shaft is in there nice. I think probably better than factory. I got a little bit snugger. My little, I don't know if we can't get a shot. Yes, my little repair in there is holding on nicely. My little repair on this end is holding on nicely. You can see it down by the grease fitting right there. Problems with it focusing. There you go. So all that's working. That's lined up. Here's the deal. This is a flip blower, so I bought it as a project to to fix up and flip. Now, the guy I bought it from, it was a distress sale. Like I said, he needs some quick cash, which is fine. And he said to me it needed a friction wheel. 100% correct. But he didn't tell me about the problems with this intermediate shaft. There's the hex shaft, the intermediate, and the axle shaft. The hex shaft's got play in one bearing. I do have the bearings in stock for that. I'll slap new bearings in it just because, why not? The hex shafts are expensive. We already replaced it on the 3-year-old. The ARIENS 28 that we got, I can't remember, it's sitting outside. We already replaced one in that. The one I took out is not that good. Now, if I had a lathe, I would just weld it up and TIG weld it and recut it, because it costs that much money that you could easily do that quickly. So there's where we are. This thing is back to a usable machine. I'm going to make it even better. And then we'll go from there. So it's 2008. So by no means is it a spring chicken, but it is a very, very usable machine. Still has a few, I bet you at least 4 or 5 more seasons in it. And then we have rough seasons here, and then that'll be good. So there you are. That's it. I don't even know. More repairs on the ARIENS. I haven't figured out what to title this video yet, but I'll get it up there, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Noises there, she mean, boys and girls. It moves forward, it moves back. Yes, it still needs a few more parts, but we just got the fundamentals done on it, and it seems to be okay. So there you are. That's it for now. I'm going to warm up the engine, change the oil, and that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, like, subscribe, ring the bell, come back often. And if you're returning to the channel, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. See you soon.